Alright guys, I'm going to do a quick comparison between SB600 and SB700. It's not a tutorial on the flashes, I'm just going to compare some of the features because a lot of people ask me about both these flashes. Alright, so here's your size comparison. SB700 is slightly bigger in size. The flash head is also slightly bigger in size. Alright, so this is what the interface looks like. Very simple. You can select the mode. This is your manual mode, and you can just go plus and minus. This basically reduces the power. You could do this in 1/3 stop. So here I'm increasing the power by 1/3, 2/3, and this is your full stop. So from 1/4 power, if you press 3 times, that would be full stop. So pretty basic flash. The light is very beautiful. You can also do this in TTL. If you're new and you don't know how to use manual mode, you could shoot in TTL. It will not give you the accurate lighting every single time. So manual is the way to go. I've done videos on them, so you can watch them and start photographing in manual mode. Right now you see 24mm. You can increase it, and the range is basically 24 to 85, and this is basically, it's done automatically. So if you're using a zoom lens on a Nikon body, and when you zoom in, it will automatically change. So the range is up to 85. I can't remember the exact range on SB700, but it also does that automatically. Okay, all right, pretty basic. CLS compatible, which is your creative lighting system, so you can use this SB600 as a slave as well. All right, here's your SB700. I love this flash. If I can get this thing to work, because it's in standby mode right now. Alright, so there you go. Right here you have your TTL, which is your automatic, and then you have your manual. Same thing with zoom. Alright, so the zoom is on SB700 24 to 120mm range, so it is a bigger range than SB600. This meter basically just tells you if the flash is overheating or not. I've never ever had that issue with this flash, and that's why I love this flash. I mean, I've shot full power in events, literally, I don't know, 2 seconds, 3 second intervals, never had a problem. So if you want to use this as a slave, it's very simple. Just switch it to remote, and then you can just select your group, your channels. So basically, if you're going to use CLS system and use your camera as commander, that's all it takes, literally 1 second. Okay, switch it back. Okay, so that's it. As far as changing the power goes, press the select button and you can just increase it, decrease it. Also, it does it in 1/3 stop. So if I increase it 1/3, sorry, 1/3, 2/3, and you're full stop. Okay. Another cool feature with SB700 is that this has your bounce card that is built in. SB600 does not have it. Obviously this would work in landscape position only. It's not going to work in portrait, but if you're doing events and the lighting is really bad and you want to project some of the light straight forward, especially if you're doing like wide angle, things like that, this would be great. It also has the, hold on, this is your wide angle flap. People think this is a diffuser, but it's not. It's actually wide angle. So if you're doing ultra wide angle shots, I don't want to say ultra, but you know, 24mm, you could use that. SB600 also has it, so cool feature. All right, so lighting wise, they both produce really nice light, and weight, this is slightly heavier, but still pretty light. It's lighter than SB800 and much lighter than SB900 for sure. So they're both great flashes. I'm going to compare another feature, which is your 360-degree rotation. SB700 rotates 360 degrees. Okay. Did I say SB600? I'm sorry. SB700 rotates 360 degrees, and SB600 does not. It will stop right here. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to show you the best feature that SB700 has that SB600 does not. SB700 basically rotates 360 degrees, and this is what it ultimately means. If you're photographing, if you're taking a portrait with SB600, it's not a problem. You could position the flash like this, and you're perfectly fine. But what if you're doing an overhead shot of, could be a newborn baby, it could be a toddler, it could be, if you're shooting events, it could be anything on a table, you know, placement cards, I don't know, food, anything. Here's the problem you're going to run into with SB600 because it doesn't rotate 360 degrees, it's this. If you're taking a shot like this, you can't rotate the flash further, because now the flash is going that way. It's not going to bounce straight up and come down. So the only way to avoid this is that you have to switch your position like this and then rotate your flash like this. Now the position that I'm in right now, it's very awkward because this is your natural position. This would eliminate camera shake. This is going to have a lot of shake because it's not sturdy anymore, you know? So this is with SB600. Now with SB700, you don't have that issue because it rotates 360 degrees. So if this is a newborn baby, toddler, you're doing an overhead shot, boom, straight up, and it bounces down. So that's my favorite feature, that it could rotate 360 degrees. And to be quite honest, just for this feature alone, because I do a lot of family portraits and events, weddings, things like that, just for that feature alone, I'd be willing to pay extra $100. So you have to compare it. You don't have to get SB700 just because of this one feature. If you're just going to photograph your family members and you know you're not shooting events, things like that, and you know budget is kind of tight, you can definitely go with SB600. But if you're going to shoot events, things like that, SB700 would be better than SB600, and SB800 is also a great flash, but SB800 has the same problem. It does not rotate 360 degrees. SB900 does. I'll compare SB800 900 in another video because SB900 has some other issues. SB910 is coming out, which I am planning to get if it does not have the overheating problem. So I'll just compare the other flashes in another video. Alright?